Hi everybody, Mark Carey from Steepleview Farm. Well, today we're back in the high tunnel, and it's another one of those days where you know spring is right around the corner, and the way you know is it's February and it's like in the 60s. So it's a beautiful day to be outside anyhow, and I get to thinking about gardening very early in the year when I order my seeds and I get excited about the whole project. Today we're going to seed some cabbage. Now, if you don't know anything about raising cabbage, well, join the club. I've never raised cabbage myself, but this year we're going to give it a try. And why am I going to give it a try? Well, last year I experimented with lacto fermentation and made my own sauerkraut out of organic cabbage. Absolutely the best sauerkraut I've ever had in my life. Got jars of it left in the refrigerator. We're going to eat them up pretty soon, and I know I'm going to want some more, so I'm going to raise some cabbage. Well, all of the raising of vegetables starts with a process, and that process is one of the things we'll explain to the kids when you sign up and come for one of our little educational days. That process starts right here with a good, high-quality seed starting soil. We take the soil, first thing we do is we empty it in our big bin, and then we kind of sift it so that it becomes finer. We use a little basket with holes in it. We sift it so that the soil becomes finer, and that way it's easier for the seeds to get a root. They're not caught in with a bunch of clumps. They're not caught in with a whole bunch of sticks and the other things that have a tendency to come in this kind of soil. So we sift the soil out and we get it broken down until we get a good fine mix of it here in the bin. And once we get a good fine mix of it here in the bin, then we take it and we put it in, particularly on a cabbage. Now, a lot of our trays have like 50 or 72 cells per tray, one little seed per cell. But cabbage is going to be a bigger plant, so we're going to start with these 4-inch pieces here, these 4-inch cups. We're going to fill the 4-inch cups with this finely sifted soil that we've just run through our little basket and pack it in pretty good. And then each one of these cups is going to get one cabbage seed. Now, those cabbage seeds are going to go into a tray. This tray will hold 18 of these little 4-inch cups, and each of these cups will have one cabbage plant in it. And then we'll put them in our incubator beds, which you've seen on some of my earlier videos. Put them at the optimum temperature, let them get water, let them get light, let them get up until they become a cabbage plant. Once we get a little cabbage plant going, then we've got something we can plant in our garden. They're kind of a big plant, so you got to plant them a couple feet apart. You got to make room for them in your garden. You have to make sure that you keep them under a row cover so that they don't get eaten up by bugs, because this particular type of plant, like kale and some others, really is a really good tasting plant to both humans and insects. So the insects will eat it. And if you're growing without pesticides like we do here at Steepleview Farm, you got to protect them. So we'll put them under row covers. Well, today we're going to start planting some cabbage, and before you know it, we'll have cabbage to make our lacto fermented sauerkraut. Come see us, Steepleview Farm at steepleviewfarm.net, or follow us on Facebook at Steepleview Farm. We'd love to see you here this season. It's warm here in the high tunnel, a beautiful day. Come see us.